The morning light poured through Gate A17 as passengers lined up for Pacific Air Flight 219 to New York. Among them was 14-year-old Maya Ellis, holding her sketchbook and backpack close, waiting for her first solo trip to meet her father. He was a pilot, a fact she carried proudly in her heart. When she reached her seat, 2A, a smiling flight attendant named Kelly guided her. "Right this way, sweetie. First class. Lucky you." Maya smiled. "My dad said it's safer up here." Moments later, a sharply dressed woman in pearls stopped beside her. "This must be a mistake," the woman said. "This seat belongs to me." Kelly checked the manifest. "Ma'am, it says 2B for you." The woman frowned. "Well, I'm not sitting behind a child, especially that child." Maya looked up, confused. Kelly hesitated, glancing at the passengers watching. Then the woman hissed, "Remove this black girl for me." The words felt heavy. Time froze. Maya's heart pounded, but her father's voice echoed in her memory. "When someone tries to shrink you, don't move. Grow taller." She took a deep breath and said softly, "I'm not moving." The cabin fell silent. Kelly forced a polite smile. "Ma'am, please lower your voice." "I'm a platinum member," the woman barked. Kelly sighed. "I'll talk to my supervisor." As Kelly walked away, the woman muttered, "Unbelievable. First they let anyone in first class, now this." Maya looked out the window, fighting tears. Across from her sat an older man reading a tablet. Quiet, kind eyes, subtle authority. He watched the exchange carefully. He pressed a small intercom button and whispered to a crew member, "Tell Captain Ellis that his daughter is handling herself with grace." Kelly returned, cheeks pale. "Ma'am, all seats are assigned properly. Please take 2B." The woman crossed her arms. "Then move her." Maya's fingers tightened on her sketchbook. Kelly leaned down. "Sweetheart, maybe we can—" Maya met her gaze. "My ticket says 2A. I'll stay right here." Kelly froze, caught between rules and decency. The older man stood. "Is there a problem here?" Kelly turned, flustered. "Oh, no, sir, just a misunderstanding." "Then please resolve it quickly," he said calmly, "before this misunderstanding becomes a lawsuit." The woman glared. "Who are you to interfere?" He smiled faintly. "Just someone who believes in the FAA, the Civil Rights Act, and consequences." Kelly swallowed. "Captain Ellis just confirmed everything is in order." Maya looked up. "Captain Ellis? My dad?" The woman blinked. "Your father is the pilot?" Maya nodded. Every eye in first class turned. The older man looked directly at the woman. "I suggest you sit down, ma'am. The plane's about to take off. And so is your dignity." The passengers chuckled softly. Maya finally smiled. During takeoff, the woman sat stiffly in 2B, refusing eye contact. Kelly avoided Maya's row entirely. Halfway through the flight, the older man leaned over. "You did well back there. Most adults would have lost their composure." Maya shrugged. "Dad says calm isn't weakness. It's strategy." He grinned. "Your father raised a future captain." When they landed, passengers clapped as Captain David Ellis stepped out of the cockpit. He looked straight at his daughter and opened his arms. She ran to him, hugging him tight. "I didn't move, Dad," he smiled. "And you never will again." 3 days later, the video surfaced online. Someone had recorded the entire incident. Within 24 hours, it had over 18 million views under the caption, "Teen refuses to give up seat. Daughter of the pilot." The world rallied behind Maya. News anchors called her the calmest girl in the sky. The airline issued an official apology, and Kelly, the attendant, resigned quietly. But what no one knew was who the older man really was. His name was Aaron Blake, the chairman of Pacific Air. When he returned to headquarters, he ordered a full review of passenger handling procedures. For years, he'd funded diversity training that clearly wasn't working. Now, he wanted something deeper. He called a meeting. "We can't just teach tolerance," he said. "We must institutionalize respect." He appointed Captain Ellis to lead the first equity flight program, teaching empathy through lived experience. Maya's courage became the model. Posters appeared across airports reading, "Respect is first class." 2 weeks later, a reporter visited the Ellis home. "Maya," she asked, "were you scared?" Maya smiled shyly. "Yes, but my dad says fear is a seat you don't stay in." The interview went viral again. Letters poured in from students, parents, even airline crews thanking her for standing firm. Captain Ellis read one letter aloud at dinner. "My daughter watched your video before her debate meet. She said, if Maya can stay calm, so can I." Maya laughed. "Guess I'm everyone's flight instructor now." On the anniversary of that flight, Pacific Air unveiled a new training jet named the Maya Ellis. Painted across the nose were 3 words: "Never move again." As cameras flashed, Maya gave a small speech. "I didn't sit still because I wanted attention," she said. "I sat still because some things should never have to move. Like truth." Her father stood proudly behind her, tears in his eyes. Today, Seat 2A is symbolic across airports worldwide. Flight attendants use the story in ethics training. And sometimes, when Maya flies again, someone whispers as she boards, "That is the girl who made first class mean something again." Because bravery isn't loud. Sometimes it's just staying seated when the world tells you to move.